Hello, everyone. So, if you haven't seen Fantastic Four yet, or at least a teaser trailer, turn this off right now. And of course, I guess this will be kind of also an ignorant rant. Yeah, you would figure that too in the works, but I'll make this already a bombshell of an ignorant rant. So, an ignorant rat, I can say whatever I want to say, but the thing is that you guys can straight up hardcore say you're wrong and thumbs it down and everything. It's called an ignorant rant. Basically, I can just say stuff out of my mind that actually is kind of offensive, and you can basically, yeah, this one will cause a riot. Yeah, that's what these videos will do, is cause a riot. So, anyways, Fantastic Four reboot. Well, just like, which I was really going to do on this one, just like what happened in Power Rangers Samurai. Yeah, I actually got into an argument saying how what I wanted in Power Rangers Samurai, just to make it nice, and so that when you do look at Power Rangers Samurai, look back on it, you kind of get to the point of saying, you know what? This doesn't make sense. I mean, you have two white people, you have a black dude, you have a Hispanic, and then the Pink Ranger's alright. The Pink Ranger I give a thumbs up to, because that's the only one that actually does have something. Even though what she says is crappy as hell. Yeah, I'll say that. Her lines are crappy as hell. No. Not her lines. How she says them is crappy as hell. Yeah. It's kind of like what happened in Devon's Creek. Yeah, the fact that she's not saying it the way she would say it. She actually saying it with a dolled up face, saying, "Yeah, you can do it." I'm like, I'd rather actually have her straight up reach inside of her and just do it. Yeah, yeah. Power Rangers is kind of like that, but still, it's kind of like, but as soon as they returned, they made it even worse. It's kind of like they injected Botox. But still, though, I mean, for me, in my opinion, is that for Power Rangers Samurai, they should just get Asian actors. And of course, for that person who is like, Japanese American actors, man, I'm like, anyone can do the job. Technically, you're the one who's being a total jerk, because you are just basically singling out Japanese Americans. As for me, I said any Asian person will do it because they are able to sell it. Like, for instance, I think Jackie Chan had to do it once. I can't really think anyone on the top of my head, but someone did have to play Japanese and they were Chinese, or vice versa. So I'm not trying to say that Japanese people are the same as Chinese or Taiwanese or anything. All I'm trying to say is, if they're able to play the part and sell it, and sell the fact that they're Japanese, then who's to stop it? Who actually will complain that, oh my gosh, the Blue Ranger's played by a Chinese guy, that's not cool? But of course, since, yeah, like freaking Shuriken Shinobi, yeah, I think that's his name. He actually does a radio show with, oh man, I forgot his name. I think it's Mr. S. But either way, yeah, yes, I get it that you have to have all the cultures all represented. Then you have to go to the crazy part of being like, can we find someone who's half this and half that and have him in the show? Just the fact of, you have him in the show, he's black, but he's also Japanese as well, or also Chinese, and you can see it from him. You can actually see it. You can actually see just the fact of the detail of, holy crap. So that means that, alright, 1 second. Sorry about that. Some weird dude from freaking Austin, Texas wanted to talk, and I didn't pick up because I didn't know that number. But anyways, I'm just saying the fact of, if they're able to have someone who mix, like for instance, there's a person from Tyra who actually is half Japanese, and when they take photos of her, she actually, you can see the Japanese appeal. You can see the fact that she has that blood in her. And technically, if you actually look at some, if you look at some photos I taken, you actually will see just the fact of, yeah, my eyes straight up go nutso when lights are flashing. So, but that's what I'm really saying. It's just a fact of samurais are just Japanese only. So as long as you got Asian actors, I would actually have said okay. If you actually go crazy enough and actually find only people who are half Japanese and half black, or half white and half Japanese, or half Puerto Rican, half Chinese, hey, I mean, if they're able to sell it, make it actually very believable, you can do it. Which I can tell you with Power Rangers Samurai, I mean, I watched I watched the whole entire story, but when I look back at it now, I'm like, dude, the kids someday will straight up say, dude, what the frick were we watching as children? How in the world can we believe that samurai were they could be samurai? So, okay, I'm off that topic. Now it's to the real topic. It's the Fantastic Four reboot. With the Fantastic Four reboot, basically what you have is a black dude playing the Human Torch. And since I am a black dude, I can just make the funny thing of saying, well, he was white before he turned into the Human Torch, but as soon as he turned into the Human Torch, now he's black. You see what I did there? That's kind of funny. It's messed up, but it's still funny though. So, with the reboot, and you decided to just cast a black dude as the Human Torch, and then say, yeah, Sue Storm and Johnny Storm was adopted. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, I would love it if you go with the continuity. This is the first time ever I've actually someone who I haven't seen the comic books, but I've seen like some clips and stuff of them, and also a TV show. And I saw like the first two movies, so it's kind of like, but you established that they're all white. I'm sorry to be a jerk. I think he most likely is a good actor, but I'm just saying, but they're all white. The only way how to make this right is just freaking cast a black cast for the Fantastic Four. That would be interesting. And I wouldn't say anything because then it's like, well, they're trying something very, 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 very new. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see on that one. And also, we'll see on the Fantastic Four, even though I do have to question and say that looks kind of questionable. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get the vibe of what happened with Amazing Spider-Man. Just the fact that well, actually, it's worse than Amazing Spider-Man. It's worse than that. I think it was maybe the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, the newest Ninja Turtles. I think that is exactly the same feel I feel on this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it or not. It's really like, I don't even know who the frick this is. And they don't even leave a message. Why didn't they leave a message? Well, anyways, besides being interrupted with a phone call from the same person from freaking Texas who's not even leaving a message saying, hey, how you doing, man? And blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Seriously, though. To cast a black guy and just, it's kind of odd. It really is quite odd. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's really, really odd. It really is. I mean, if you're gonna do it with one of them, do it with all of them. Screw you, alright? Screw you with the whole entire thing. Get Ben Grimm to be black. Get Reed Richards to be black. Get Sue Storm to be black. I mean, technically, you will have some interesting things to do on this now. Yeah, you basically will have Reed Richards. He's a genius, but he comes from a broken home or something. You have Ben Grimm, who, I don't know, maybe his dad was a drug dealer or some kind of crap, or his dad is basically like a big bad boss man, and because of that his son also had to become strong. That will work. As for Sue and Johnny Storm, I don't really know their freaking thing, but still. But yeah, do something like that. I mean, just to be like, oh, well, we cast freaking Johnny Storm black. Let's see how that goes. It's kind of like, dude, but you don't really need to do that. It's kind of messed up. I mean, here's an example of something that you could do that is interesting that won't cause this kind of weirdness. It's the fact of why not we make Storm white, but she's from Australia. That seems interesting. I mean, there are most likely so many people out there who are like, Storm White and she's from Australia? What the frick? Yeah, but think about it. It'll be an interesting idea right here. It'll be very interesting. And they'll have like lots of things to think about when making this story. Because now, instead of being in Africa, worshipped as a goddess, technically she could be like someone who protects wildlife or something like that. And the wildlife bow down to her, or she has like a pack of kangaroos with her, and they could go with lots and lots of stuff on that. Yeah, just one with nature, and because she's one with nature, she's able to control all of the elements within nature itself. Not the ground and stuff, but at least in the sky, in sky form. But seriously though, I mean, yeah, just how the random black dude is kind of like, this is kind of unsettling. I mean, if you're going to differentiate, do what the Power Rangers did. Then that means why not make Ben Grimm a big buff Latino guy? Ben Grimm a big buff Latino guy. And Sue Storm maybe Puerto Rican or something? Yeah, just like what happened with Jessica Alba. Yeah. There you go. That fixes everything. But seriously, though, I mean, when you look at the trailer is kind of like what happened with Ninja Turtles. Just the fact of it's a big question mark on should we actually watch this? Because they did one previously. Yeah, you had a previous run of it. And I think the first Fantastic Four, even though it's kind of like, I'm not really a Fantastic Four fan, but looking at that one was kind of cool. I do have to admit, that was kind of cool. And the second one was kind of interesting, but just like many people who are like, but Galactus, where the frick is Galactus? Or Galactus that freaking smoke ball? What the hell? Which, I'm kind of with them on that, just the fact of, you didn't bring Galactus on screen. All you did was just did what freaking Green Lantern did. Yeah, but they came before Green Lantern, so technically Green Lantern stole from them. But anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say is just, it's kind of unsettling, and just how that random black dude is kind of like with everyone with the previous Star Wars 7 trailer, where you had the random black dude show up, and you're like, but wait. But the clone's supposed to be the stormtroopers. How can a black dude be a stormtrooper? Yeah, I mean, that one is not really as unsettling as the other thing, but still, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to really settle on that. Not unless they did something interesting. Like, for instance, if they actually, it's like if they actually just basically did something different. Yeah, I mean, if they actually got the whole cast black, I would say, okay, let's see how this goes. But make it kind of weird, and I'm basically like, yeah, I don't know about this. But anyways, go right ahead, bark right back at me. If you guys dislike what I say, go ahead and put it down below. If you want to thumbs this down, go right ahead. This is an ignorant rant, and basically, if you don't like it, well, you can just talk about it and say how much it sucks. But anyone else who actually thinks this was a good topic and you enjoyed it, well, thank you, and you can also give positive feedback as well. So, let's start a fight. I'm going to go now. So, have a great day.